Hi everybody, welcome to another exciting stream on Bowtie Gaming 14. Time to tackle the Dragon Quest II post-game, which I'm fairly certain, based on what I've seen, might take the entire session. Because essentially it's a 25-floor dungeon, followed by a post-game boss. Prepare for the journey of a lifetime. Alright, we're pretty much about as prepared as we're gonna be for the dungeon, so... in we go! To the Cave of Confusion! Once you enter, you won't be able to leave until you've reached a certain floor of the dungeon. Are you sure you want to go in? So I'm assuming it's 5-floor increments, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, one thing I saw, it's kind of like, it takes after other Dragon Quest games where it kind of repeats oh shoot. It repeats floors of dungeons you've been to. Okay, so that's how it deals with that. You just fall down a pit and go back to the beginning. Oh, the metal hands show up. Nice. Yeah, it's like Assassin Stab is definitely something I want to mess around with because that insta-kills if it hits. Wow, the hands actually have a decent amount of health. Oh yeah, those hands really do have I was gonna say, insta-kill. Haha! Die, you stupid knight! Yeah, they don't drop as much as the metal slimes, but it's pretty darn close. Hello, not Belial. When did Baramos show up? Well, we know whatever's at work has been around since the beginning of the trilogy. In fact, for those who have played 11, I'm 99% certain I know who it is. I'll be more explicit about it once we get to that point. Okay, so we took all 3 stairwells and that did nothing. Alright, so then we got those 2 stairwells. Of course, it's literally the last option we haven't picked yet. Hello, Baramos. Unless it's this. Okay, I guess it is the stairwell then. Okay, what the heck? I have tried literally everything. That's weird. Yeah, that would have taken me a while to guess that naturally, so there's basically that middle, bigger section. You have to fall in the hole. That would have just been a lot of trial and error. The fact that the loading screen takes longer is a good sign. Okay, this is gonna be another game of trial and error on what's the correct route. Yeah, one of these times I'm gonna skip one of the first ones and it's gonna be the correct path, so I'm just like, just in case. I'm ruling it out. Alright, floor 3. Okay, so that's the one way the characters can die.
I rally anew.
It's like, die already, you pieces of crap! have an idea. However, I'm gonna wait until those hands don't show up as part of the enemy pattern. Okay, so it only works on certain enemies. Agni is back. Alright, floor 5. Alright. Alright, so we literally just have to go to the other end. Which, yeah, I guess that one's straightforward. Sound like the first couple that were just straight up labyrinths. Oh my gosh, we're being held hostage. Alright, so we're going off to the right, but then there's a good item that's in that top circular area. Yeah, say, Erdrick the First, from the first game, really didn't want monsters to get down here. Really puts in perspective of how many dungeons there are in this game is when, like, they combine that and the random caves you find and they were easily able to make a 25-floor dungeon out of it. Alright, and this is a portal over here where you can go back to the surface. We're gonna keep pushing on. It's like, as long as I keep getting levels up down here, we're not gonna run out of MP. The goddess shield. Who can even use the darn thing? Okay, one of the two girls. Sacred shield that protects against a whole host of spells and attacks, including those of a fiery and icy nature. A Bazoom scroll. Baramo, stop haunting us already. we immediately get accosted by enemies, oh my gosh. A spooky aura scroll. It's a hidden mini-medal. Alright, so essentially we're going to Kitty Corner, and then you can warp out with the portal down below in the bottom left corner. There's a lot of death traps, because, like, most of the chests we've gone by have been Pandora's boxes, which are essentially mimics. Okay, that one's a straight shot. We're basically going the same way we would have in the first two games. Wow, they actually make it look how it did in the first game. Cousin, how much further do we have to walk? We're only halfway there, Agnia. Oh gosh darn it! Welcome on into big-ass dungeon. The bad, I guess. We're halfway through said big-ass dungeon. I think we're somehow in the third game now. Which, if that's the case, I have a feeling. Yep, this is literally a combo of the entire trilogy's dungeons. After a while, wow. So yeah, for those who played this version before they played the 3 remake, this is a preview. Oh yeah, now we're starting to see some of the enemies from the third game as well. Alright, and then there's a warp point so you can leave again. So yeah, you can't even get all the mini medals until you even unlock this area, so... If you want 100% this game, you gotta make it at least decently far into this dungeon. Not the Hydras! Slices through everything in its path like moonlight through a starry sky. Oh, right, this particular dungeon floor. Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm just like, ah. Okay, so this time you actually do want to take the portal because that takes you to the next floor. But the other two things actually have good things at the end, so let's get those. Finally, not mimics. Yes, appropriately named because, like, just the first couple levels alone have so many twists and turns and entrances and stuff, and only one of them goes to the next floor. Some of them are, like, dozens of different doors and, like, you can go into and holes you can fall into, and only one of them is correct. Like, yeah, for the sake of doing this and trying to get the post-game boss in one session, I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna try to expedite this a little bit. Otherwise, that could probably take like 5 or 6 hours. Plus, this is good for like finding the collectibles and being like, this is an actual collectible as opposed to a mimic. Because quite a lot of the chests were mimics. This garment's lucky wearer takes less damage from all elements and is less likely to be affected by poison, paralysis, and sleep. Definitely giving that to her. Like, we're pretty much at the final stretch. Yeah, so yeah, technically the actual dungeon you're exploring is 25 floors. There's technically 26, and that's where you get the Spear of Light. Yeah, there's a lot of... I was gonna be like, there's a lot of goodies in that place. Never mind, I guess we're getting accosted by enemies instead. Guess they're the guardians of the dorm. Oh, I see. They just randomly are in the floor. Make sure I didn't miss anything. That Hydra's like, nope. There it is. Yes, I definitely want that for the post-game boss. A dream ability that ensures a critical hit on an enemy, but of course it uses a crap ton of MP. We do want to go that way. There's just a collectible that's off to the other side that I want to grab first. It's like bringing it back to the first mini dungeon of the third game. Yeah, I guess not there. Oh well. Yep, all the way back to the hill that we were on at the beginning of the third game. The Sphere of Light! That was the Dragon Lord's great-grandson, claimed to be part of dragon kind. Let's follow in our forebears' footsteps and claim it for our own! My children, pray deliver the sphere to he who inherits the will and blood of the Dragon Queen. Did you hear that? And I know exactly to whom she refers. The very fellow who bade us seek it out in the first place. Come, let's take it to him post-haste. First, we're gonna go save. For the love of everything. Alright.
I feel it. I feel the power of purest light. Can it truly be?
Indeed it can. We have retrieved the sphere of light.
The sphere! It...
You did it! You found it! The power is mine at last.
He absorbed it.
Children of light, you have my thanks. I feel as if a limb long since lost hath been restored to me. How long have I awaited this day?
There is something different about you. Your aura seems surpassing, grand, all upon a sudden.
Forgive me. I feel transported to another place and time. Or rather, I feel that a place and time once lost have been restored. And you sense the change in me. You have come far, little ones, and I owe you a debt. A debt I cannot currently repay, alas. It it seemeth you have not made the necessary preparations. Though heroes in name and lineage, you are not yet accoutred in a manner befitting the bold. Somewhere in this world sleep the trappings in which Erdrick did overcome my great-grandfather. And his sword, tarnished as it still remaineth, cannot yet be called that of a hero. In its current form, I fear it will do little to fight back the flames of the ferocious battle to come. Come to me again when you have made the hero's gear your own. Then shall I finally test your true power. I look forward to it. Who shall prevail? I, whose true power hath finally been regained, or you, through whose veins floweth the blood of legends? Do not make me wait too long to find out.
Okay, so yeah, you couldn't even go in here until you got the ultimate key. Erdrick's Shield. A shield once wielded by Erdrick, hero of legend, bestows various effects on those who wield it. Wow, they can all use it, nice. Let's give it to the person who has the least defense. Alright, so that's that one collected. You bear the mark. Long have I awaited you, kin of Erdrick. May I present on you the hallowed helm of your mighty forebear. We got Erdrick's helm. How strange to think we now possess the helmet that once protected our ancestor. Wait, look, there's words inscribed in it. May victory smile upon you, great hero of Alahan. What is an Alahan? I don't know, perhaps someone's name or one of the world's lesser-known regions. It must be somewhere indeed far away. Far enough that anyone he left behind must have longed for his safe return. Indeed. We're quite alike in that sense. We too have people who await us at home, those whose hopes and dreams rest on us. May that we do. May this helm aid us in returning them safe and sound. So I'm guessing that was Ortega's originally. Wow, there's actually lore in the helm. Nice. Headwear to which originally belonged Alahan's finest. May victory smile upon you, great hero of Alahan, is engraved on the interior. Bestows various effects on those who wear it. Let's just give it all to Throne, because she's easily got the weakest defense out of all of them. For whence did you procure that blade? Quickly, give it to me before you cut yourself. It's no children's toy. You mean you're one of the great heroes' line? Good goddess. My ancestor was a swordsmith of no little renown. Why, it was he who forged that very weapon long ago, to Erdrick's exacting orders. How our forebears would smile if they knew their descendants would meet like this someday. Yet they would surely frown on seeing the sword so reduced. How came to be it so rusted? Ah, but that will not do at all. The blade must be cared for, not simply thrown into storage to be forgotten. There is but one thing for it. As my ancestor once did, I shall wield my hammer in the name of the hero. Pray grant me the honor of restoring the blade. You would do us this kindness? Gladly, Highness, that would do the same. 2 things are needed to repair the sword. The world's finest swordsmith and a rare mineral by the name of auriculum. I shall make every effort to become the former, and I trust the search for the auriculum to you. Splendid! Let's do our forebears proud and become the legends of a new age. As soon as the sword came up, I'm like, is the post-game boss going where I think it's going? And if it does, it's gonna kick ass. Let's just say between 3 and 11's final bosses then using a sword, there might be a theme. Just maybe. Alright, so let's see where the auriculum is. Truly you mean to restore the sword? The sword of your forebears? And you seek out auriculum in order to do this? By the goddess! Well, I know something of this metal. It's as blue and as clear as the skies and rare as hen's teeth. Only a single chunk of the stuff has ever been loosened from the earth. Alas, that it have fallen into the hands of a villain most dastardly after the hero set out to Alefgard with his new bride. Yes, I speak of he, the fearsome Robin Hood. Such is legend that even now countless would-be thieves visit the church in Tantagel where he was once incarcerated. Perhaps one of those fellows might know of where the villain went with his ill-gotten prize. I, for one, care for only tales of heroism, not skullduggery. What sayest thou? Where did the thief of legend, the Robin Hood, hide his auriculum? Thou art pulling my leg, surely. Can thou truly have never heard of the great Robin Hood? While they mistook his name, thou art correct in thinking he possessed such a treasure. Apparently he was surpassingly fond of the hero of legend, too. So fond, in fact, he procured himself a chunk of purest auriculum, that he might make a present of him to his bosom friend should they meet again. Legend has it he kept it hidden away in the very cave where he and the hero proclaimed their eternal matedness. It's a collection of posters detailing various criminals and their crimes. Some of them appear to be quite old. Bob and Good, wanted for robbery, knavery, indecent exposure, and imitating the crimes of a legendary thief. Robin Hood, self-proclaimed instructor to the hero, wanted for robbery, knavery, indecent exposure, and intimidating the crimes of a legendary thief. Robin Oozit, wanted for robbery, knavery, indecent exposure, and imitating the crimes of a legendary thief. Will there ever be an end to these imitations? The guards grow weary of chasing after one half-naked pretender after another. One cannot help but wonder what sort of chap their progenitor must have been. Surely quite the character of his legacy carry on for so long. The era when Eilifgard was ruled by the Dragon Lord was a direful one indeed. Countless towns and villages were laid waste at the hands of his monstrous armies, and the people of the realm sank into despair. Then one day the hero we now know as Erdrick appeared. He retrieved the sphere of light from the fiend, and in doing so restored light to the realm. Peoples of Eilifgard, heed me well. Nary a day must pass when we do not thank him and the goddess both for their roles in our salvation. May that darkness never return. Back to Craggy Cave. I mean, I'll take the scroll. Onwards! A showy shield. An extremely extravagant piece of protective gear fashioned from precious metal. Because it'll probably be quicker if we just go to the entrance and then go to the other stairwell. Plus, I'll have to go back to the Metal Palace because we got 25 plus medals now. And use up those Tombola tickets. Because we have a decent amount of them at this point. Probably's got to factor in at least an hour for the boss fight. Okay, there it is. Pancake Jr. spots a strange blue light shining amidst the rubble at his feet. It's a lump of auriculum. Well, do you have it? The fabled mineral in which Erdrick's blade might be restored? Pancake Jr. hands over the chunk of auriculum. Wonderful, I have no doubt that you would for a moment. Naturally fulfilled my end of the bargain. At least I hope I have. You shall see how improved my abilities are in due course. Speaking of which, shall we get underway? By our combined effort, the Sword of Legend shall be granted life anew. Pancake Jr. hands over the faded blade. Oh, poor dear, can you hear it, friends? How the blade weepeth, and longeth to be restored to its former glory. Fret not, my child, all will be well. Papa will see it so. Take this, and that, and another! Then morning comes. The deed is done. Feast your eyes on the splendor of a Sword of Legend restored to its legendary prime, the Sword of Erdrick. Gosh, certainly is a lot shinier than it was before. Our thanks. Sure, the sword would thank you too if it could. Why, it already has. Its song of gladness resounds in every refulgent reflection. Would you suppose this qualifies me as the realm's finest smith? Now go forth and do what you can. May the light of the sword aid you in banishing the darkness. A weapon once wielded by Erdrick, hero of legend, can also be used as an item in battle. This will be important later. Alright, so that should be everything we need, so first things first, we'll go back to Middenhall and save, and then go talk to the Dragon Lord. Ah, Heroes, you're back! Wait a minute, one of you has the sword and the other one has all the defensive equipment? What? Throne said she wanted it. Okay, whatever. I see you've collected the equipment, which once belonged to your most storied of ancestors. Though you need not equip the items if you do not so choose. Nay, the trials you overcame to obtain them are what mattereth most. Now are you ready to face me in battle? Very well, let's see if you can stoke the true power of dragons into a roaring flame. The Dragon Lord's great-grandson appears. Let's go! He's like, curse you, I can only hit you with this stick. The fact that he can only use that once, oh my gosh.
What now? Show me your spirit!
Shall not escape us!
is far from over.
Blades, to me!
Magnificent!
I'm quite the tactician.
One moment. Show me your spirit.
I have you!
Yeah!
One moment. Forgive me!
Ow!
Magnificent!
Blades, to me!
Do not relent! Falter not, heroes! Magnificent! Magnificent! What now? Pardon me. One moment.
Blades, to me!
Magnificent! Feel my might! Forgive me!
This ends now!
Agnia's like, screw you!
For the ages.
Pretty much a guaranteed level up. For one of them.
The difference is as night and day. When first you came to me, you were mere pups. But you are pups no longer.
No, we are stronger even than the descendant of the very Dragon Lord himself.
Not yet, little one. Not by a long chalk. Though you helped me to regain my true power, I have yet to reveal it to you. Having not yet taken on this form, I knew not if I might be sufficiently capable of controlling it.
Whoa!
You are... become a dragon.
Indeed, I am.
So I guess that's what he normally looks like, but because the other one, his great-grandfather was corrupted, he was a different color.
Thanks.
We should not be surprised, I suppose. You are, after all, heir to the Lord of Dragons.
I am. And if you are able to defeat me, you may lay claim to the same title as your own illustrious heir. Slayer of the Lord of Dragons.
We shall do just that.
Forgive us if we cause you undue harm in the process.
Do not hold back on my account. If it might aid you in growing mighty enough to prevail, I shall not begrudge you the loss of a scale or two. Come then, do your worst.
I am a dragon!
What now? Much better.
Thank you very much.
Magnificent! Magnificent! Nacho! My apologies! Nacho! Mine apologies!
You don't scare me! Crackle! Ow! Crackle! Crackle!
Our fight is far from over. Brace yourselves! Brace yourselves!
You don't scare me!
Magnificent!
How's that?
It's like, joke's on you, we can't die, butthole. It's like, sure, but I can make the fight go on for 30 minutes. Alright, fair enough.
Do not underestimate me!
Critical!
Show me your spirit. What say you to this?
Dragon Lord's great-grandson's true form.
You don't scare me!
Show me your spirit.
One final push! Ashes to ashes!
Magnificent.
Much better.
Magnificent. Hold strong.
Do not underestimate me!
Falter not, heroes.
You don't scare me!
I shall not hold back.
Hot, hot, hot! Ashes to ashes!
Magnificent.
He's like, two can play at this game.
One final push! Killer Do not underestimate me!
Magnificent.
After all that, Partitio's like, enough!
Does this make us true heroes?
I did it with a totally normal attack. What the frick? Wow, he leveled up again.
You are grown. Mighty indeed. I yield to you, scions of Erdrick.
That was quite the bout.
It has helped us to grow yet stronger. Of this I am sure.
Are you all right? Have we harmed you unduly?
It is not that. Since gaining the full power of my kind, I find my senses greatly heightened. A great darkness loometh. It is... No. This is not Hargon's doing.
Not Hargon. Then whom?
It resembleth him. But It is not him. It lurketh in his shadow. Who could command such a power? I would grant unto you the power of my kind. Only the sacred light might drive out such a darkness. Raise up that which the hero once wielded.
The Dragon Lord's great-grandson transforms the sword and shield into Erdrick's Supreme Sword and Erdrick's Supreme Shield.
Face Hargon, and the truth behind the blackness I have sensed shall surely become clear at last. Now go forth, and take care.
Alright, the final battle awaits. But as per tradition, we're going back to Middenhall to save. Son, you're back! Oh, you're just gonna go talk to the priestess again. Why do you never talk to me? I'll come back when it's over, I promise. Jeez. That's what you get for not teaching me magic.
Who would disturb my prayer?
Your ambitions end here, Hargon.
For the second time,
Aye,
dumbass.
For we are here to end them.
You would end me? Know your place! I am the High Priest Hargon, servant of the Almighty Dragon Queen. And what are you? Naught but feeble, witless brats.
Perhaps we are a little brattish in our way, but I assure you, we are far from feeble, and we have countless allies who stand at our backs.
In the name of our ancestor, we will bring you to justice.
Your ancestor?
you are. Long have I dreamt of the day I might rid the realm of the hero's blight. Revenge shall be mine.
Revenge for what?
For the despair and grief that hath plagued me so.
What was that?
I will unmake this worthless world and bring into being a new one. One that existeth for her and I alone, and none shall stand in my way! It is time that your accursed bloodline finally met its end!
Alright, you're on. Again.
We fight as one!
Curse your line! Die!
Wake up!
Critical.
Impudence!
That will help.
Curse your line! I am eternal! Imbeciles!
Do not underestimate me!
The hour of judgment is nigh!
Critical. You stupid heroes!
Have we won?
Well, you won, Throne, because you leveled up.
No. This cannot be. Forgive me, Majesty.
Who
smile on thy servant no longer. So be it. Then I shall offer up my very soul, that all may be rendered asunder. The end is nigh, Malroth! Master of destruction, heed my call.
On guard, everyone!
Is this the god Pazuzu spoke of?
I cannot believe it! Hargon laid down his life to summon him!
Fear not, cousins. We have come this far. There is naught that could prove our equal now.
Alright, time to slay a god again. Allow me to do one better.
Thank you very much. You'll be fine. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Much better.
Thank you very much. Stay with us. One final push. Do not underestimate me. Hot, hot, hot. Do not underestimate me.
Away with you!
Oh! Oh! Ah! That will help. One final push. You don't scare me. You have my gratitude. Oh! Ah! Time to play with fire. Here, the boom.
Much better.
Kafriz. Ah! One final push.
Now!
Critical! Burn in hell!
So long as our line continues, so too shall our world.
Is it over?
What?
Time for phase 3! Guess who's back? Kalasmos rears his ugly head again.
What is happening?
Where are we?
Everyone, watch your footing!
The Void. Place where Kalasmos just likes to hang out, apparently.
Wherefore do I feel so heavy?
Good goddess.
Oh shit! The Void is pissed.
No! Hold on!
I cannot. You must.
What of our promise to Rubis?
You're right. I shall not give up. We shall be victorious as one.
Brave heroes.
Lady Rubis.
It is I. The lights of your hearts shone so brightly that they guided me to this place of purest darkness. Nay, they guided us.
Us? What do you mean?
What in the
The
world?
bird's back from 3, holy crap.
It is healing us.
Now, Scions of Erdrick, one final battle awaits. It is time to defeat the darkness and summon forth a new
Burn up!
You will find our light is not so easily extinguished.
Aye, not ours. Nor the light of hope that burns in every human heart.
Valrath appears, and we're fighting on a bird. Well, time to do the thing. Cue the fanfare!
Time to play with fire.
Shall not escape us!
Yeah, I was gonna say, holy moly! He's like, I am the darkness.
Hot, hot, hot.
Shall not escape us! Here!
There's a phase 4, oh my gosh!
Bless you!
You don't scare me! Do not underestimate me!
Whoa!
Hot, hot, hot! Just in time! Do not underestimate me! Kafriz! Kasmush! Kasmush! You don't scare me! Kasmush! Kasmush! I shall sweep you aside!
I smite thee! Malroth has been defeated. Good riddance.
Majesty. Where art thou? Canst thou hear my voice? Words fail me. Had I the strength, thy light may yet shine bright. Majesty, wherefore didst thou forsake me?
Come, Father. You know that Her Majesty was not long for this world. She knew it herself. Weep for her, yes, but do not blame her, and do not rail so against fate.
Fate? Thou wouldst speak to me of fate? Damn the fates! And I do not blame her. The blame lieth with Ortega's spawn. Had the hero not plundered the sphere of light, she would breathe still. The cur played our queen false. She would not have relinquished the sphere were she not under duress.
Father, please, calm yourself. You must not speak such baseless accusations. Moreover, we must attend to the Queen's egg, as was her wish.
Yes. The egg. The egg.
Father Hargon?
Majesty.
Okay, so that explains why both him and the Dragon
Is this
Lord,
what
the
thou
original
wouldst win?
Dragon Lord, were corrupted.
To care for thine egg, that we might one day meet again. But how can I do that in a world where thou art not? All is the fault of the fates. That accursed hero took everything from me. Everything but this egg. Thy gift to me. The tie that bindeth us. Your Majesty, fear not, for I will see that thine offspring grows into a fine leader of the land. I promise, nay, I swear, upon my name. The name of Hargon. Majesty, wished to be with you. One last.
I believe I just witnessed Hargon's past.
As did I. 'Twas as if his memories flashed before my eyes in his last moments.
Then those were truly his last moments. Is it over? Did we win?
The realm is saved. Neither the High Priest Hargon nor Malroth, the Master of Destruction, shall trouble it again. That which our world has long been denied is finally returned. Lasting peace. And it is to you that we owe this miracle. Truly, you do your forebears proud. Your triumph this day will go down in the annals of history. Another chapter is written in the legend of Erdrick. Now go. The world awaits you and your glad tidings.
It is finally over. Mother, Father, we prevailed.
Are these tears of joy or sadness that I cry? I know not.
Oh, bother. Now you've got me started.
Lady Rubus is right. We must share the good news.
Alright, we did it again! Alright, since we viewed all those last time, we're just gonna go straight to Middenhall.
At long last, thou art returned, son of mine. Tell me, is thy duty done? To have fathered such a man as thee doth fill my heart with pride. From this day forth, thou art no longer a mere scion of Erdrick, but rather a new Erdrick for a new age. And that is not the only title I would see bestowed unto thee today. I would also crown thee King of Middenhall. Come, my son, cast off thy princely mantle. Thou shalt be king in my place. Wilt thou accept this, my gift to thee?
Give me the crown!
The answer is given. The die is cast. all present have borne witness. A new King of Middenhall is born here this day. Long live the King!
I just want to go relax at the spa. It sucks to be you! Leaves. Gosh darn it! Alright, we beat the post-game! Yippee! Oh, we get a new cutscene. It's kind of the aftermath where they're celebrating.
At last, our adventure is at an end.
True. Though a small part of me yet struggles to believe so. That we shall no longer wake each morn to find ourselves neck deep in hot water.
Unless we choose to place ourselves there. After all, there is no longer anything preventing us from taking a nice hot bath every day.
Indeed. That was certainly one of the less pleasant aspects of adventuring.
We can wear fresh clothes every day, if we so choose.
Come to think of it, I have yet to thank you for teaching me how best to remove muddy stains from my garments. I never had call for such skills before.
I wonder what life will be like for our cousin, the new king.
Busy, I expect. Though the honor is no less than he deserves.
Too busy to join us on another adventure.
Now, I recall a certain princess lamenting daily how she could not bathe when she wished, and how she longed to sleep upon a feather mattress free from bedbugs.
Yes, I recall her too. But now I see how much fun she was having, and I would swear off baths for life if it meant we could all adventure together once more.
As would I.
I enjoy being fated for all my heroic deeds as much as the next man, though it does get rather tiring, don't you think, cuz? Sorry, I suppose I should be calling you Majesty now, eh? Oh, but I'll look an awful bore if I don't. Do you remember of what we spoke in those caverns en route to Renderak? Though I admit I thought we might have a little more time together before you became shackled to the throne. Then, just as I began to wallow in my misfortune, an inspired idea did enter my head. I say we wait till a time when the four of us all have children of our own to bear the burden of our heroic legacies. Then, while they busy themselves with the fate of the realm and such, we head off on a jolly journey of our own. Naturally, our years will force us to travel at a slightly slower pace, but that shall not prevent us from enjoying ourselves. Oh, I can't wait.
He's like, I can't wait to be in my 50s.
Wait, we must. We each have our duties to attend to. Speaking of which, surely you too are exhausted after today's events. Let us rest, that we are ready for the events of tomorrow.
The king's like, ha ha!
Good morning, Majesty.
Son, wait. I had thought the throne the only way to reward thee for saving the realm. Yet in my haste, I did not inquire as to thine own feelings on the matter. I fear I forced thee into a decision that was not thine.
Cousin, quick! She is calling us.
Go, follow thy heart. We shall remain here and await thy safe return.
We all shall.
That bird-like creature, the one who aided us in our final battle, she has returned.
You will be joining us then, cousin? This is most heartening.
Quickly! I think our feathered friend has somewhere she wishes to take us.
We're on the bird again.
How high can she fly?
Higher than one might expect.
After all these years, they finally made it back to the above world.
Possible.
Meanwhile, the hero from the third game's like, where was this bird when I needed him? What the frick? Thus, their descendants, centuries later, are back here.
What is this place?
Well, we soared above the very skies themselves, which would suggest...
We're in the afterlife. I highly doubt that, cousin. Though there is something about this place that feels somewhat familiar.
Yep, and we're back in Aliahan. Don't think I've seen you before. Ah, you must be travelers. Well, welcome to Aliahan, then. Got this dream to turn the old tavern where adventurers used to gather into an inn. Well, it's not my idea. There's another entrepreneurial spirit in town who's helping me make my dream a reality. Truly glad to have been born during this age of lasting peace. All that conflict and strife must have made life agony for my ancestors. Can't take my life for granted, not even for a moment. For their sake as much as mine. One of these days I'm gonna travel the old bleeding realm, see there all is to see. Do I enjoy living above the clouds? Are you half asleep or something? I've never heard such nonsense. The kingdom will forever be grateful to the hero for giving us lasting peace. However, I wish they would come back and do something about the cost of living. My purse is light as a feather. You can buy items, that's funny. Once upon a time, I traveled the world in search of lost souls in need of succor. But then I was summoned back to Aliahan. Our church's inconvenient location has ever been deterrent to maintaining a stable flock, you see, so my services were required to bring a good word of the goddess to the townsfolk. Hey, miss, do you know the legendary hero's daddy was called Ortega? One of the best adventurers there ever was. Wish I could go exploring with him. Couldn't be more proud to be from Aliahan, you know. Every single one of us lives life to the fullest in honor of our legendary savior. Welcome to Patty's Party Planning place. That said, there's not a whole lot of parties or planning going on anymore. Who knew peace could be bad for business? Apparently this is the place to be when the lady who named it was still around. But as the years went by and it got passed down to daughter after daughter, Patty Jr. after Patty Jr., it got quieter and quieter. What relation am I? I'm the 18th Patty by proud line. Pleased to make your acquaintance. So yeah, that puts this probably at least like 400 to 500 years later then. This used to be a place that put solo adventurers in touch with one another so they could take it on quests together. But there's no real need for that nowadays, so we're thinking of turning it into an inn. Instead of being a place especially for adventurers to meet and exchange ideas, I hope it can be one for people all walks of life for all walks of life. Travelers, traders, commoners, nobles, the list goes on. Sounds good, doesn't it? This is the house where the hero of old dwelled. We guard our post day and night so no ne'er-do-wells may sully these sacred grounds. Should you wish to explore the premises, you'll need to seek the king's permission. Long ago, they say a man maximally assessed with mini-metals used to live at the bottom of this well. Then one day he just up and vanished. Now it's the same as any other old boring well. This is the very town of hero of legend who saved us from the Archfiend's clutches hailed from. What's more, their childhood home still stands to this day. The fact that they preserved that sucker for like 500 years, jeez. You leave town and wander around for long enough, eventually it'll get dark. What, you've never experienced such a phenomenon? Where'd you say you were from again? I tremble to think of how life might have been if not for the hero of legend saving us all those years ago. Such a noble soul. Wow, where'd you get your clothes? You look like heroes. Gosh, look at that helmet you got. Where exactly do you say you were from? Alihan's surrounded by the sea, so it's not too often we get visitors so young. Welcome, strangers. Doubtless it was the goddess herself who guided you here. The great hero first set out on a quest to slay the archfiend Baramos. However, after the fiend's fall, one yet mightier arose, Zoma, lord of the underworld. Alas, the hero was never heard from again after leaving in search of him. That said, given the peace we've enjoyed ever since, I firmly believe Zoma was slain, and his monstrous armies with him. The entire kingdom believed the same and waited with bated breath for the hero's triumphant return, but alas, it never came.
Welcome to Aliahan Castle.
The throne room is just up the stairs.
Well met, intrepid adventurers. I am the King of Aliahan. Worry not, I know precisely what led you here today. You too would have me regale you with the hero's legend. Yes, this is the Aliahan, the kingdom in which the adventurer of old who did save our world from certain doom was born and raised.
Wait. Yes, Aliahan is the word inscribed on Erdrick's helm.
Ah, then that is why it stirred my memories when the guard downstairs spake it.
I fear I do not follow. You say that you found our fair nation's name inscribed upon a helm? Most peculiar indeed. Perchance, could I ask you to show me the item of which you speak?
Pancake Jr. holds Erdrick's helm aloft.
It does indeed seem to be something written here. May victory smile upon you, great hero of Aliahan. Great goddess! It is as I suspected. This is the self-same helm Ortega's friends gifted him on the eve of his departure. How came you to be in possession of it? Settle down, everyone. The question was rhetorical. I know full well what this means. We are blessed today with the presence of the scions of Ortega and his heroic offspring.
Never for a moment did I imagine the words on the helm bore such weight.
Nor that we would deliver it home centuries after it was crafted.
The stuff of fairy tales indeed.
At last, at long last, the heroes have returned to us, to their ancestral home. People of Aliahan, heed me and heed me well. Today we rejoice. For the children of the hero of legend have finally found their way back to us.
Huzzah!
Welcome back, young heroes. May you come to consider this land a home from home. Speaking of homes, should you wish to learn more of your storied ancestor, the house in which both Ortega and his child once dwelled can still be found in this very town. I shall let the guard know to grant you entrance.
Alright, time to go where it all began. Word has reached us from His Majesty. Welcome to the home where the hero of old spent their childhood years. Pray go inside and take it in with your own eyes.
Oh, welcome home, Muffin! My dear sweet hero!
Fiend. Alright, thus we have come full circle. Alright, so last on the docket, we'll go to the mini-metal shrine and grab the remaining things, and then cash in those Tombola tickets, and that'll be that. Yeah, just what a trilogy. I highly recommend both these remakes, my gosh. And thus begins the hype for the 7 remake coming out in, like, not even 2 weeks. Of course, we can say I should have grabbed it before the battle, oh well. Whee! A wicked whip that can adversely affect the attack power of those it hits. Now we have a crap ton of money. Yeah, pretty much clocked at just about 30 hours, so... Yeah, about like 60-something hours, but, or, well, I guess 30 for this, probably like 20, so... Gosh, it might be almost 100 hours between the entire trilogy, jeez. Actually, more like 70 or 80. So yeah, to put in perspective, that entire trilogy is about as long as 11 is. My gosh. Alright, that's where we leave our heroes. And next week we'll continue Octopath and start some new playthroughs. So let's go find a raid target. Go raid the Jigster. Alright, cool. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next week. Take care.